Hey, we're back with live QnA.
Hey.
I'm Chris. This is Matt.
Hi.
And that's Jason walking by.
That's Jason, yeah.
We got a couple in here. I'm gonna read them, make sure
Okay.
there's no curse words or anything. But I almost think you spit water.
Beforehand, yeah. I almost did.
Uh,
We read verbatim, yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is cool. So this
Cool.
is talking a little bit more about some Donald Miller stuff. So we mentioned Donald Miller earlier in the message today.
Am I on?
So yeah, you're on. You're good.
Okay, good.
I got you. So they say, I purchased Searching for God Knows What and Scary Close within 5 minutes of you mentioning them. So that's cool.
Yeah,
Good
that's
call.
awesome.
Love the internet.
Yeah, I love it.
Could you go into a little more depth on each book? Maybe just a quick 30-second snippet of what each book is about.
Have you read either one?
I have. Searching for God Knows What is
There you
great.
go. I love, yeah.
Searching for God Knows What is very much like, it's different from Blue Lake Jazz. Blue Lake Jazz is more from a perspective of a person struggling with their faith.
Right.
Rather than Searching for God Knows What is more like okay, I believe and I have faith, now what?
Yeah.
And how do I put that into practice?
Yeah.
And it's still very
And it
existential.
fights, the thing I like is it fights the formula. So
Yeah.
the Searching for God Knows What talks about the formula of faith that churches try to sell people on.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, it's not what you think it is in terms of the formula. So that's what I love that too. Scary Close is just relationship. That's 100%. He talks about his insecurities and his personal stories of struggling in relationships, but then puts that with not only your relationship with God, but then your relationship with others in the future. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
All right,
Another quick hit. Well, this one might not be so quick. This one's a little different, but it's a good question to talk about. So, if God says obey your elders, is your bottle leaking?
Yes, I think so. Go ahead. That's all right. I just now noticed it.
Wow, that's
I'll
weird.
keep it over here.
Has it been going like that the whole time?
I
or
think
just
so.
now?
Yeah, I think so. It's okay.
Slow
It's small.
drip.
It's a slow leak.
Weird. So if God says obey your elders, this is going to be a great Q&A, by the way. This is going to be good to watch online later. So if God says obey your elders, then where's the line between obeying what God tells you and what your elders say? So Matt, can you tell me why it's okay for me to disagree and rebel against my elders? I mean, I get where this question's coming from.
Sure.
Because it's kind of like, there we go. It's kind of like, well, there's two perspectives of it, right? There's I disagree with these guys.
Yeah.
I think I'm hearing this from God. Maybe they're hearing something else.
Yeah.
Or they're wanting something.
Sure.
And they're trying to force their hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're two very different situations.
Yeah, I think, go back to the 1 Peter verse, 1 Peter 3. If you read the rest of 1 Peter 3, 15 and 16, well, we didn't read 16, but it goes into the fact that it says, be prepared to share that answer, the reason, the hope you have. And he goes on to talk about, you're going to do this with respect. Is it dripping? Yeah, I figured it is. All right.
Yeah.
But you're going to do this with respect. You're going to do this as you honor others. I think that's where the difference comes into. I can have elders in my life that I disagree with, and I can honor them and still disagree with them. If it's a situation like this, I mean, this was such a clear situation where Jesus, God, said, go do this, and then the rulers said, don't do it. Don't even say his name.
Right.
There's such a clear mark for them to go, oh, wait a minute. Between the two of you, I'm going to have to go with that, you know?
Right.
And I think if there ever is, I mean, you know, if there's ever a situation where an elder in your life is telling you to do something, not only that is like contrary to the Bible, but contrary to what even the chief intent of what you believe God's calling you to do. And in churches, I think people struggle with the most when it's probably not the elders or the deacons or the people in church that are causing people to be, live out a life of things they're against, right? But because they're very bad at talking about what they're for, they assume that everybody in the church is against something. But if you were to really ask them, wait, does this church like believe in this? You know, does it want us to shun people? And and I think at that point you probably would hear your elders actually go, no, I don't think we should do that because the Bible says, So I think sometimes if it's clear, you have to go with what's clear. If it's just assumed, I would do your best to honor. I mean, that's why what does it say? Honor your father and mother. Right? There's an actionable obedience that comes with honoring. But I honor my mom and dad now. I don't know if I obey them now as much as so it's like there's part of that I go, there's still a way to honor them.
Yeah. Yeah,
Does that help?
Yeah, I think so. And I think it's also if you're in a situation where you're hearing, I don't know, it could be about an issue in your church. It could be a directional type thing of what we're going to do next or what we're going to be about or whatever. And if you just straight up disagree with somebody, that's different. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Like Matt was saying, I don't think there's anything wrong with disagreeing with someone.
No.
But if you're doing it to the point where you're the one causing disunity and disharmony. No,
Yeah.
what's the opposite of harmony? Discord. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, if you're causing discord, that was a
Harmony, chords. Yeah.
Right? There you go. Yeah. So, if
So the
your
musicians,
actions are causing that,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I think God does have seasons, and there are times where you come in and you go out, but
Yeah, there's been times I disagreed, and in order to honor, I would publicly support, and then I privately challenged, or publicly supported, and then eventually withdrew.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
There's ways
Yeah.
there's ways to keep unity and do that, but then kind of do that with it wasn't a moral imperative. It was just something I disagreed with, and had to pray to God about. Am I wrong?
Yep.
But
That's also a good one too. Is going back and be like, did I hear you wrong? Or even like taking it, if you compare it to the Word,
Yes,
and using
yeah.
that as it. So there's lots of things you can do there. So
Lots of
hopefully
things you can do.
they answer your question that we were talking about. We'll be back next week for week 3 of
Storytellers, yep.
Storytellers with Don. Is Donnie next week?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Don's
with
next
Donnie. So y'all have a great week. We'll see you
thanks,
then.
guys.